friends. Oh, what the hell? Good morning, friends. I look so flat right now. It's because my hair is in a bun from sleeping and I just quickly tied it back up again because I looked crazy. So yeah, my hair isn't dirty. It needs to be washed though, but I'm not gonna be washing it today because I have to re-dye it tomorrow. But I can't re-dye it today, so we're gonna be washing it tomorrow. It's not dirty though. It's just very much like I'm sick of it being in my face, so it's just like clipped up. I'm gonna be starting a new book today, The Fear by Natasha Preston. This copy is so bad. This book has been on my shelf for a very long time. I bought it ages ago, and I've seen that I think she did come out with different quality covers because I've seen better covers of this book. This one is so bad though. Like, it's chipped all over the top here, like all over the top, and if you accidentally, like, I don't know, it gets bent really easily and like cracked really easily. But anyways, I've had this book for a while and I just read my first Natasha Preston book like a couple days ago. I read The Island and I had a really fun time. It did take me a little bit to get into it because I thought it was going to be supernatural at first because she kept talking about the supernatural. So, I mean the paranormal, sorry, not supernatural. And I'm not like a thriller paranormal girl, so it took me a while to get into it, but I ended up enjoying it. Last night, I had actually such a nice night. I spent a good while just doing some research on places in Edinburgh because I've spoken about this before, but I want to move overseas. I want to move abroad like permanently, but for the time being, I'm working towards going abroad by myself, like solo traveling. And I want to go to Edinburgh because I think Edinburgh would be a perfect place for me. So yesterday I was looking through places to go and stuff at night last night, and the page I made was actually so cute. Ooh, so I'm really happy about that. I like to like find places off of like videos and stuff because for some reason when I'm looking places up myself just based on like keywords, I get really overwhelmed. So seeing those places in videos and then being able to write them down, it feels more like familiar and not that overwhelming. This is the page I made. I did show you this already, but I'm showing you it again. I really like it with the butterfly washi tape and the stamp. I did also start this page of cafes here where I live because me going to Edinburgh is not going to be happening anytime soon. I don't even have a job yet, so I made this one of cafes. Because I've spoken about this before, but it's really scary living in South Africa as a woman, and I feel like it just keeps getting worse. If you want to read a little bit more about that, you can go check out Women for Change South Africa. I follow them and it's just really scary to see what's going on in South Africa at the moment, and I'm just trying to work my way and start working on being able to leave. I have spoken about this a bit more in depth in one of my other YouTube videos, so I'm not going to go into it right now, especially not at 10 in the morning, but yeah. So today I want to continue looking at places from Edinburgh because when I do eventually go, I want to have lots of things to do. I don't want to just get there and then not know what to do because I am autistic, so new places are very difficult for me. Like every time I go, I've gone to Thailand twice, and the first time I went there and the second time I had a breakdown when I got there and I was like, I don't want to be here, like I want to go home, and I sobbed the whole first day. That's just what happens for me because I really don't like new environments on the first night at least. So having like an itinerary is very helpful because if you just get there and you don't have anything planned, then it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but I know it's really early, but I want to anyway, and I also want to start looking more at the prices of accommodation and stuff so I can start planning how much I'm gonna have to save when I do get a job. So some of that research I'm gonna do by rewatching all of Noah's videos in Edinburgh, because I like a lot of the places that she went to. So, and also again, I'm seeing them in a video, so I'm gonna rewatch like all of them. I do rewatch her videos like normally anyway, because if she's like not uploading, if she hasn't uploaded that week yet and I really want to watch something with her kind of vibe, I'd rather just rewatch her videos than find new YouTubers, because this is so random, but it's kind of hard for me to find new YouTubers that I actually like and I'll watch every single week. There's very few YouTubers that I will watch every time they upload. She's one of them, and I go back and rewatch her videos if I'm feeling her vibes, because I'd rather watch her than a new person. I hate having to find new YouTubers. I think I might go do that now, go watch her old videos and then just put into my phone what places are sparking my interest, and then I can copy them into my journal. Tomorrow I'm sending out a bunch of CVs to bookstores, so wish me luck. I am a high school dropout with no experience at all, so I'm really hoping that at least one place will allow me to come work for them. See, it's not the fact that I don't want a job, I do want a job, but I have no experience and I'm not an ideal person to employ. Also, it's hard for me because my options are very limited because I'm autistic, because I will get overwhelmed. I cannot work at a restaurant. I will never be able to work at a restaurant because I will get overwhelmed within the first 5 minutes of working there. So yeah, I would love to work at a bookstore because number one, I think I could handle that, and number two, I actually love books, so it'll be something that I enjoy doing and have a passion for. Anyways, wish me luck basically, because I'm sending a bunch out tomorrow. I actually think I'm going to go start this book. So let's see, I'm gonna start the first bit and get a little bit into it and figure out if this is the one I want to read. Okay, I've literally just read the first 3 pages. How did I get there? But it's really intriguing because some of the chapters are in the point of view of the villain, because when I was doing this, I could see that some chapters were named Izzy and some chapters are named Fear, and I was so confused if it was gonna be like dual POV with like different characters, because I'm not always the biggest fan of that. I mainly like to just stay in one person's mind, but it's actually the villain in these chapters, which is really intriguing. So I'm low-key already sucked in and I've just read 3 pages, so let's get into this. Hey guys, I am 70 pages in and I am enjoying it a lot. I'm having a fun time. One thing though is I'm currently reading the part where, well, I just finished it. She was talking to the guidance counselor, and the guidance counselor is not supposed to say something like this. Like, therapists aren't meant to say stuff like this. So I'm trying to figure out if it's like purposeful, because the way that this guidance counselor is talking and acting is just not like professional. And I can't figure out if it's like purposeful and the guidance counselor is somehow involved, or if Natasha Preston just doesn't know that guidance counselors are not supposed to talk like this. I'm not gonna actually say what she's saying because that's like a spoiler kind of, but she's saying something that is making the situation worse. She's like saying something that would make the main character feel even worse, and she's not supposed to say that because she's the therapist. She's not supposed to even have an opinion, like not voice her opinion, I mean. Guys, it is now like almost 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's like 1:45 now. I'm finished reading for now. I'm gonna continue reading in a little bit, but I got to page 113. I am enjoying it a lot. It's not giving standalone vibes, like it's kind of giving Good Girl's Guide to Murder vibes. Like, I'm enjoying it. It does not feel like a standalone thriller. I don't know. It's weird. But I'm enjoying it. So I'm definitely going to continue reading it today once I finish watching a bit of Noah's videos. Okay, I'm a good chunk through the book. I'm probably like halfway through it now, and I have a suspicion on who it is, but the thing is, if it is him, it's like so obvious. Like, it's the obvious answer, but at the same time, in The Island, she made it so obvious who the killer was, so it's probably him, but I'm not sure because they're talking about it right now. They're talking about him possibly being the killer, so I feel like they wouldn't be talking about him possibly being the killer if we're only halfway through the book, you know? I don't know. It might be him though, because she made the killer in The Island very obvious. Okay, I'm on page 230 and I'm having literally so much fun reading this. This is definitely way better written. I can't figure out the right way to say that. It's very well written compared to The Island. Okay, the context as to why I'm saying this is because I had a clip where I was talking about how when I was reading The Island, there was some issues with continuity when it came to day and night, but I've now come to the conclusion that it's most likely that I was reading a bad copy of it, because when reading The Fear, I didn't come across like any continuity errors or any spelling errors, so I've come to the conclusion that I was most likely reading a bad copy since The Island came out a year after The Fear. So that's the context to this clip. But I am starting to think that I probably just had a bad copy of The Island, because the copy that I had, there was so many inconsistencies and there were a couple like spelling mistakes, but I'm not seeing that at all in this one, and this one came out a year before The Island, I believe. So I think I probably just had a bad copy. I'm feeling really hot. I just had a hot chocolate. I also just scared myself and I thought that I deleted this whole video, but thank God I did not. Thank God. My dog is barking, but the one thing that is annoying me is that she wants it to be Axel so badly. It's like annoying me because he'll like breathe and she'll be like, that's suspicious, maybe I should call the cops. Girl, come on, please. Okay, there are like minor spoilers in this next couple clips, for the next like 3 minutes, but it's not like I'm not telling you anything about who it is because I don't know that yet. It's just me talking about a specific scene and me being annoyed at the main character for what she is like, how she's acting. It's not like me spoiling any villain or anything. It's just me being annoyed about what she's saying. So it's like a minor spoiler if you don't want to know that this scene is happening, I guess. But it's not like spoiling who the villain is or anything, because I don't even know at this point. There's no evidence that actually supports her thinking that it's him. Literally the only thing is he was seen leaving the party before the first victim died. That's like somewhat evidence, I guess. And then he hated one of the victims who died too, but every single person in the whole school hates them because they're both so mean and annoying. And then the last thing is that he skipped school. So it's annoying me because she'll like be like, oh, I never thought it was him. Like, I never thought it was him. And then the next she'll be like, oh my god, it's him. I must call the police. It's totally him. And it's like, girl, make up your freaking mind. Because she's like, I genuinely think she's like convinced herself in those situations when he is like, oh, you think I'm the killer, don't you? And then she's like, no, I've never thought it was you. I think she's genuinely convinced herself that. But like, yes, you think it's him every 5 pages. So like in the scene that we're in right now, the lights just went off. Axel is outside in his car. She's just texting him saying, let me actually read you what she freaking said. He said, you think I'm a killer? And she said, no, I don't. Some things point towards you, but I don't buy it. Then 2 pages later, the lights go out and she says, she's calling someone's name. I say, wincing at the possibility that I'm revealing my location to Axel. What? She's annoying me so much because it's like, all of a sudden now Axel's the one, like, turning off the lights when you never even said you thought it was him until this moment. I can't even like I'm like not saying it correctly what I'm trying to say, but she's annoying me. That's all you need to know. I'm gonna actually lose it on her. She has absolutely zero evidence. There is nothing at all that has happened to prove that Axel's the one who turned off the lights. He's most likely not even in the building. And she's like, she thinks it's him, of course. And she says, truce. And then he says, truce, I've done nothing to you. What are you talking about? And she says, is he serious? Scowling, I tap her reply. Girl, actually, don't even play with me anymore. I'm getting so annoyed at her because it's like, he's literally doing nothing to you. He's being nothing but nice, and obviously he's been annoyed and moody in some of the parts. But in this whole segment at the school and the storm, he's been so nice to her. She's been hurting his feelings this whole time, and now she's like, I actually can't even talk about this anymore. Also, I'm pretty sure I know who it is. I'm not gonna say who I think it is because you can like read that yourself. I'm not really spoiling anything based on what I've said right now. But I think I know who it is. And it's kind of surprising that she hasn't even started to suspect him yet. Because like I'm like so sure. I never say that I fully know who it is because there's very much a possibility that I'm wrong. But I truly think that it is this person, and I'm curious to see if I'm right. Okay, my camera's run out of storage, but this book is getting so contradictory. It really sucks because I was really loving it, but it's getting so contradictory. Hello guys, it has been a while since I last filmed. It's like 9 o'clock now. But I ended up reading that entire book today. I started it fresh this morning and I read the whole thing today and I had such a fun time. It was so good. I really did enjoy it. There was a lot of like, she like contradicts herself a lot, but I still really, oh my god, that gave me a fright. I still really enjoyed it and I wouldn't have read the whole thing today if I didn't. Okay, I have a couple things to say. Number one, this video isn't as long as it was going to be because I didn't realize how much I spoiled the book. My dog is barking in the background, but I didn't realize how many clips I included that spoiled. So obviously I didn't keep that in because it wouldn't be very fun for you guys to watch this video if I was just spoiling a book that you had never read or whatever. So I didn't include them. So it's still a pretty long video. It's still like 20 minutes. But there is a lot. That's why there's this random jump. It's because all the videos that I included was spoilers. I mean, were spoilers. So, I mean, all the videos that I had filmed were spoilers. Anyways, and then there's gonna be a space in between clips here, and that's because I recorded a clip where I was talking about something that isn't a spoiler, and I'm accidentally somewhat spoiling in the way I'm talking about, so I'm just gonna re-record it now and tell you what I was saying, but making sure I don't spoil it in any way. Okay, this is like the 8th clip I've filmed because somehow I end up like spoiling it. Because if you read the book and you watch this video, then if I don't say it the right way, then you are going to be able to guess. I'm not like outright spoiling it, it's just the way that I'm explaining it is spoiling it. So what I'm trying to say is I guessed who it was, okay? I guessed who it was. I did not include the clip of me talking about why I suspected them because it did end up being them, so obviously I'm not going to include that and say, yeah, I guessed who it was, because then it's spoiling it. But I did guess who it was, and I'm proud of myself, even though I'm it's not actually impressive that I guessed because Natalie D. Richards, no, Natasha Preston, is very predictable when it comes to her villains. She makes it very obvious. Um, so yeah, I did guess though, so I'm gonna tell you anyway, but it's not impressive. Also, this is not me bragging, but like I'm not trying to brag when I say this. I guess every single villain in every single book I read. I haven't read a book that I didn't guess. So if anyone has any book recommendations, thriller, where it's genuinely an unpredictable ending and you won't guess, please let me know because I have not read a book that I didn't know who it was. So yeah. I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue watching this. I was feeling it, but I'm not really feeling it anymore. I'm currently rewatching my personal favorite Love Island USA season 5. I loved season 5, so I'm rewatching it currently, so I'm probably gonna go watch that most likely. And then I like to try and watch like a Fortnite video before I go to sleep because I don't know, like I get tired and then I like to watch it, so. Having to redo another clip because I unintentionally spoiled the ending again. So, we're not gonna include what I was saying in that clip, but we are gonna talk about the fact that the fear is so similar to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. If you like A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, go read The Fear. It is such similar vibes. It is so good. Please read it. I know, because I owe my life to Holly Jackson, because I may never have gotten into reading if I didn't read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, because I had read, like, I read a 3-book series in 3 days before I was a reader, and I've read a couple other books really quickly, but it never stuck until I read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and after reading it, I looked for books like it, and everyone always recommends The Naturals, which I don't understand. I love The Naturals too, but it's like not similar to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder at all. It's just the same genre. And they also recommend Truly Devious, which I also enjoy Truly Devious, but not the same. If you want vibes like A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, do not read Truly Devious. Do not go into Truly Devious wanting a Good Girl's Guide to Murder because it's not similar. The Fear is actually so similar. It's the first book I've ever read that actually gave me A Good Girl's Guide to Murder like vibes. So if you like A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, please go read it. It was so good. It was so good. I really enjoyed it. Also, I finally got Museum of Wonders. I've wanted this book for so long, since like, I don't even know, like over 3 months now. I've wanted this book and I finally got it. I'm so happy.